I used to depend on the co-host to help me with banter on starting these shows up, and without the co-host, it's awkward. Also, not wearing headphones is awkward, but it also means I don't have to listen to an annoying co-host. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Cup of Genre here on the Genreverse YouTube channel and Genreverse Podcast Network, available on all of your favorite podcast apps. So give us a follow on that app. Give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel if you're watching us there. It would help the channel out. It'll help the podcast channels out as well. Interact, push some buttons, leave some comments. It's all great. We got a lot of amazing content here covering anything and everything you can imagine in geek and pop culture, from anime to Star Wars, podcasts like this one and Breaking Geek Radio, covering everything you can imagine in geek pop culture. Like I said, Cantina for Star Wars, Dragon Reviewed for Wheel of Time, AVR Squared for anime. Playlists are a great way to consume our content. I put a lot of effort into the playlist. Please use the playlists. LRMonline.com is the website, and today we're going to look around LRMonline.com at a few stories, because as you can see, besides celebrity interviews on the LRM YouTube channel, you going up here, you also get a plethora of written articles covering everything in geek and pop culture entertainment. A few things that I picked up I wanted to talk about today. Some casting rumors for Fantastic Four. Something I've been talking about for a while, that I don't think Secret Wars would come around before 2028. And some updates on Star Wars. And then we're going to shift gears over to this Bad Bunny Spider-Man spinoff story. So as you can see, LRM Online covers a lot. The Bad Bunny thing I'm pulling straight from the source there on Variety. But let's start with the Fantastic Four news. My time to shine. Famous leaker, scooper, whatever you wanna say, talking a bit about who was wanted for Mr. Fantastic. We've heard everything from Adam Driver to Matt Smith to of course, back when what's his name showed up in Multiverse of Madness. Can't even remember dude's name anymore from The Office. Anyways, not Straczynski. That's J. Michael Straczynski. Crap. Anyways, that guy. Krasinski. There it is. Jake Gyllenhaal is apparently someone that got offered the role for Mr. Fantastic, but he was Mysterio, who was from Earth 616, so that would be kind of awkward. But Marvel is no strangers to weird castings that might confuse people, but hey, it is what it is. Sticking with the Marvel theme before we break the Marvel theme, Avengers 2028. This is something that I said months ago, and there was even some rumors a few months ago, about 6 months ago, where someone had said that Avengers Secret Wars might not hit until 2028. Well, it looks like that's coming up again. I thought that because of all the roughness that was going on with Phase 4 in the beginning of Phase 5, the stuff with Jonathan Majors being a potential snag, having to wait to see if it clears up in court. All sorts of things made me think, hey, 2028, and then the strikes happened. So this comes from Alex P. at the Cosmic Circus. 2028. It's a thing. Cam's got a pretty good BS detector when he kind of Cam's the writer, when he takes a lot of these, not the only one, but primary one, when he takes a bunch of these rumors and puts them through his BS filter. And we try to only put up things that are either A, fairly credible, not guaranteed, but fairly credible, or they're just really good discussion pieces. The what if alone is a thing. And of course, Star Wars covered here on LRM Online. Sean Levy basically saying, hey, and this was to Collider, I was working on something and then the strikes happened. and that's it. And let's face it, guys. There's no Star Wars movie until there's an actual Star Wars movie. We've learned this time and time again under Kathleen Kennedy, and her ways of doing things. So those are all some of the stories you guys can find here at lrmonline.com. And no, I'm not required to do this. I just honestly, I came up as a fan of LRM online before I started writing for the website, which if you guys want to write for the website, do shoot me an email, kylem@lrmonline.com. But I want synergy, you know. I mean, look, right there, for those of you watching on YouTube, the logos are together. So yeah, check out the stories. But now we're going to jump over to an interesting story from Variety. Interesting only in that Sony, I could have saved you guys all the time and money that was possibly spent going into El Muerto, the Spider-Man spinoff that was supposed to have starred Bad Bunny in the title, as the title character. But hey, it's not happening. Sony has pulled it from their calendar, and when asked about it, they tried to say, you know, hey, let's pass by this question. Martinez, Bad Bunny, goes ahead and says, you know, hey, I don't know what to say. And then the PR rep, or agent goes ahead and says, it's out. That's the way it is. So here's the thing. Sony, you should have done the same for Madam Web, and you should have done the same for Craven, especially after we've seen the Craven trailer, which looked ridiculous, and everybody like, oh, it's violent. Okay, great. I love good actiony violent films, but if you're gonna make a superhero movie or a super villain movie, and especially when there's some source material, you kind of gotta stick with some of that a bit more. And mutant lion blood and rhino mutations, and just, oh my God, Sony, what is wrong with you guys? This is the same studio group, and some of these people that are still in charge. You think of Amy Pascal, is it Vince Cara, and Rothman, if I'm not mistaken. These are the same people that were looking at green lighting a Aunt May spy movie. Can you imagine that? And I think that was back in the Amazing Spider-Man days. So they were going to have was it Sally Field? I believe so. Have someone playing a younger version of her to be an Aunt May spy film, or Black Cat and Silver Sable. Like, we got it, guys. You don't have a lot. You've got the one hero and a couple of tangents, and then you've got villains. What do you do? Well, not make shitty movies. Like, you cope with either having to pay a ridiculous amount to have a Spider-Man actor play on so many movies, or you just don't make as many movies, or hashtag give the rights back to Marvel. You guys remember those days? I remember those days. And yet nowadays everyone's just clamoring for Sony and Fox stuff to come back. I don't get it, but I wish that they would Batgirl, Madam Web, and Craven. I don't know. And look at how lackluster. I don't care how much you guys say you liked it. It's not that good. Venom and Let There Be Carnage, both are just no. I got it. You might enjoy them, and great, good. I'm glad you do, but they're not good movies, and they feel so weird and out of place, and I don't buy Venom at all. I don't, but not without Peter and Spider-Man. It's very, very important part of who Venom, both the symbiote and Eddie Brock, are, and they just kind of jumped the gun on that one, didn't they? But hey, it is what it is. Short episode today because that's it. Few stories to check out there on lrmonline.com. Of course, there's always going to be more being written as the days go on. All the celebrity interviews that go up there, the podcasts that are available, the write-ups for those leaks, rumors, written reviews. Cam does written reviews for things like Ahsoka and the Wheel of Time. Keep an eye out for that. There on the YouTube. Oh, I didn't even have the browser up. Ha! I was trying to be all fancy and talk the stuff. Anyways, there you guys go. You see the website, the channel. Of course, like I mentioned, available on all your favorite podcast apps. We do have merch. I'm actually wearing a shirt right now featuring our cute anime girl IMA for our anime shows. Link to the Redbubbles in the description box down below. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Checked out the first episode. Got a healthy amount of views for a first solo show. I hope to not miss too many days because these are relatively quick and easy to do. But I hope you join me on the next one. Bye.